Hey everyone, welcome back to Peach's Place. Today we're doing part 4 of Steins Gate. Last time, for those who don't remember, we had a very long physics lecture by the girl genius herself that may or may not have mostly went over my head. And today we're picking up just right after that, where we had left the lecture. Let's jump right in. After parting ways with Daru at ATF, I head to Yanabayashi Shrine. I need to get exercised. That's dramatic. I seriously doubt that the Mikise Kurisu at ATF was a ghost. Oh my god, this man. Regardless, it's natural to seek an exorcism after such an experience. I'm Japanese, it's in our blood. Yanabayashi Shrine is located on the other side of Kanda River. To find it, enter the first side road after crossing Bansebayashi Bridge. It's a very small shrine that doesn't fit with the surrounding multi-tenant buildings. Kanda Myojin is the more famous shrine in Akiba, but I deliberately chose this one. The shrine is so small you could easily miss it if you weren't looking. Regardless, I can hear the chirping of cicadas from the few trees growing here. Is she also getting exercised? There are two girls standing in front of the main building. One of them is Mayuri. The other is a docile-looking beauty in traditional Miko attire. Yeah, she's new. Ureshibara Luka. A stunning example of feminine charm and grace. Lips delicate like cherry blossoms in bloom. This man has such a crush. The essence of Japanese beauty. The chief priest's son. Wait, what? Oh my god. This fucking game! That's right, son. Lovely in every way, but he's a guy. He bows his head. The little skull clip feels out of place at a shrine, but maybe that's just me. The voice of a girl, the mannerisms of girl. More feminine than any girl I know. But he's a guy. Taller than Mayuri, yet oh so slender. But he's a guy. Looks stunning in Miko robes. But he's a guy. Holding a bamboo broom, apparently in the middle of cleaning. But he's a guy. It's almost evening, yet still hot as hell outside. But he's a guy. Damn cicadas won't shut up. But he's a guy. Oh my god, how long is this gonna keep going? Dude, you can be gay, it's okay. You can like the shrine attendant, it's fine. Blade. He's a friend of mine. I call him Lukiko. We met when I rescued him from some aggressive photographers in Akiba's pedestrian heaven. It also so happens that Lukiko and Mayuri are classmates. I learned that fact after I had gotten to know him. Lukiko is taken aback by my sharp question. He starts fidgeting with a flushed face and tears in his eyes. What? Oh, this man. Blade works. Well, several stores in Akihabara that sells replica weapons. Yep, that checks out. Ignore Mayuri's question.
用途サミダレはちゃんと使っているのか。
はい、1日1回は素振りを。
One swing once a day.
あれを持ち、精神ざんまりを極めさえすれば、お前は己の内にある邪悪な炎に焼かれずに済む。
Demon Sword Samadare may be an imitation sword, but that is only the form it takes to hide from the world. When one worthy to wield it appears, it unleashes its true power. And it was on sale for only 980 yen, tax included. Yes. The yen has kind of fallen lately, so current USD conversion rate is probably like $6-7. Oh my god.
あんな素敵なものをプレゼントしてもらえて、岡部さんには感謝しています。
俺は岡部ではない。
おかりんだよ。ごめんなさい、京馬さん。
別れバインドだ。では合言葉を。
エルブサイコンガリウ。
Okay, I've heard of this phrase before. Mostly because I mentioned that I was playing this and someone else said this. I have no idea what it means, but I guess we're about to find out.
違う、コンガリュウではなくコングルーだ。
I kind of like Kongaloo better.
はい。エルブサイコングルー。これでいいですか？
Lukiko smiles happily as I nod.
ありがとうございます。
Such a lovely smile. But he's the guy. Oh my god.
美しい師弟関係だね。マユシーは不女子じゃないけど、ちょっとドキドキしてきちゃうよ。
Oh my god. I saw the Fujoshi like little Wikipedia thing pop up before it actually was mentioned, and I was like, oh god. But you could be a Fujoshi.
まゆりちゃん、変な想像しないで。
I wonder if this is one of the main ships from this. It feels like it could be. Jeez. Though we do have a master-disciple relationship. Hayu and Kyoma have gone to great lengths to brainwash, teach Lukiko about the evil conspiracies that rule the world and how to resist them. That stuff about Demon Sword Samadare is part of that training. Looks aside, Lukiko is very obedient and hardworking. Plus, he's always eager to learn new things. A master couldn't ask for a better disciple. Though he does have the weakness of not catching on too quickly and being too shy. That's fine.
それで、なぜマユリはここにいる？
ルカ君に会いに来たんだよ。来月のコミマでライネットのキラリちゃんこそしてほしいってずっと頼んでるのに、ちっとも OK してくれないんだよ。
Oh. I assume this is like a Comic-Con, right? Or I guess Comic-Cat is the Japanese term? The heroine of that. 5th grade. Hates mushrooms, very important. Yeah. Big Comic-Cat, seems like. Ah, yes. Fujoshi. Oh, this game. Of course, it's number 69 too. I know 67 is like the kids' popular number now these days, but like I wonder if 69 was put there on purpose. It feels like it was.
だってコスプレするなんて僕恥ずかしいよ。でもルカ君は絶対似合うと思うんだ。こんな可愛い子が女の子のはずがないって大人気になるよ。ねえ、しようよ、コスプレデビュー。
Someone this cute can't be a girl. is an unwritten rule to use this phrase whenever you see someone who looks like a cute girl but is either of unspecified gender or actually a boy. What? Okay, well that's a new one to me. Mayuri's hobby is making costumes. She's made at least 30 so far, but it's rare for her to wear one herself. Instead, she seems to get her kicks from seeing other people wear them. And it looks like she's chosen Lukiko as her next target. Naturally, the costume Mayuri is currently raving about is for a female character. Normally, I would understand why a man wouldn't want to dress like a girl, but come on. Lukiko has no problem wearing Miko robes. Why should cosplay be any different? But whatever. I have business to take care of.
そんなくだらないことは後でやるんだな。
マユシンにとっては大事なことだもん。
俺にとってはくだらないことなのだ。それよりルカ子よ、俺がこの神社を訪ねたのは他でもない。お祓いを頼みたいのだが、やってもらえないだろうか。
I don't think this is that type of shrine.
お祓いですか？だったらお父さんに。
あ、いや、そこまで大げさにしなくても気休めでいいのだ。
Yes, I don't want the professional exorcist. I just want the exorcist I have a crush on. That's why I came here instead of Kanda Shrine.
というわけで、例のあれを持ってこい。
例のあれと言いますか？サミダレですか？
He's gonna get exercised with the cheap replica sword he bought?
違う。お祓いに妖刀は必要ないだろう。祓いと言ったらあれに決まっている。
Okay, that makes more sense.
正式な名称はわからんが、棒に白い紙がふさふさとついていて、神主がわさわさと振るやつだ。
Stick with the zigzaggy paper thingies that the priest does a shaky thingy with. What a sentence.
今のオカリンの説明、ゆとりっぽいね。
Quite a shock to hear that from Mayuri.
あ、おほぬさですね。でも、お父さん貸してくれるかな。
Okay, let's see the shaky thingy. Wand that is carried by a Shinto priest adorned with shide paper, used in blessing rituals to ward off evil spirits. Okay, that sounds like a shaky thingy.
ちょっと聞いてきます。
Lukiko makes a quick bow, then rushes off toward his house, which is on the shrine grounds. Meanwhile, Mayuri takes her pocket watch out of her bag to check the time. It's a very old watch, not the sort you'd expect a high school girl to carry. Its name is Pockety. Very important, all pocket watches should have pocket-related names. Obviously that's the name Mayuri gave it, not its brand name or anything. Ever since elementary school, Mayuri has carried Pockety with her everywhere. It's her most important treasure.
じゃあ、マユシンはこれからバイトだからもう行くね。
Oh, she's employed!
そうか、頑張ってこい。バイトが終わったら直接帰るのか？
Someone's actually employed here, imagine that. Mayuri lives in Ikebukuro. She comes to Akiba by train just about every day. It should be obvious since we're childhood friends and all, but I live in Ikebukuro too. Though I've been staying at the lab since summer break began.
というわけで、また明日ね。
I call Mayuri to stop before she trots off.
マユリ、お前はあの時ラジカンで男の悲鳴を聞いたよ。
Mayuri blinks several times and puts her finger to her temple as if in thought. Then she gives her usual smile.
それっていつのこと？
今日の昼だ。
聞いてないかな。
そうか。わかった。だったらいい。
変なオカリン。
Mayuri leaves, this time for good, though she pauses to wave at least a half dozen times before disappearing beyond the archway. Oh, that's cute. Mayuri's cute.
岡部さん、お待たせしました。
Yukiko returns shortly after Mayuri leaves. In his hands is the white zigzaggy thing I asked for.
借りることができました。よかったです。
Oh boy. Time for an exorcism.
まゆりちゃんは帰ったんですか？
Yep.
まゆりはどうでもいいから今すぐお祓いを始めるのだルカ子よ。
はい、僕でいいんでしょうか。そもそも何に対するお祓いを？
Yukiko is flustered. The blush is a very cute portrait. Is it really up to this? I'm beginning to doubt. I should have known better. The instant doubt touches my heart, a terrible chill shoots up my spine.
俺に取り付いた悪霊が
Just chilling in his arm. I grab my violently shaking wrist.
静まれ悪霊よ急げルカ子このままでは俺は乗っ取られる。
そんな、岡部さん、しっかりしてください。
俺は岡部さんではない。
すいません、京馬さん。でも僕、どうしたら？
お祓いを急げ。この前教えた通りにやればいい。
This is so extra.
はい。
He didn't actually teach anything, did he? With a serious look on his face, Yukiko grasps the Onusa with both hands as if it were a sword. His stance is impressive. I've taught him well. His face is red and he can barely talk. It looks like he wants to say something, but is hesitating. Panicking because he feels awkward? Shh. Amateur.
頼む悪霊を俺の中から追い出してくれ。俺はお前を殺したくない。
Very dramatic. Yukiko starts crying. Oh, poor guy. Looks like he's really worried. Reason tells me he's a guy, but his lovely appearance makes me feel guilty, like I made a frail girl cry. But despite the tears welling up in his eyes, it looks like Yukiko's managed to work up his resolve.
悪霊よ。
He raises the Onusa up high, shaking it left and right.
岡部、じゃなくて、京馬さんから出て行ってください。
Still have the other name, huh?
ああ、いいぞ。そのまま俺の腕にふさふさを当てろ。
Oh, what happened? The tip of Onusa touches my upper arm. In an anime, this would be the cue for some dramatic shockwave to occur, but nothing like that happens. The only sound is the chirping of cicadas. I take a deep breath. The trembling in my arm has stopped.
大丈夫だ。悪霊は去ったようだ。よくやったな、ルカ子。
Yukiko sighs in relief and blushes.
お役に立ててよかったです。
His shy smile really does make him look like a girl. Can we please get over this? It's okay. You can have a crush on this man. It's fine to be gay. After I get back to the lab, I take the broken TV down to the Braun Tube workshop for repairs. Daru and Mayuri have already gone home, so I have to carry the TV down the narrow staircase by myself. It's brutal, back-breaking work, but I manage. I push the workshop door open with my hips and head inside. That is a lot of chunky TVs. The room is dimly lit by the setting sun, but the gloom is offset by the glare from the gigantic CRT in the center of the room. A 42-inch CRT television. It doesn't seem like something you could get in modern Japan. With LCD TVs becoming the new standard, I seriously doubt anyone would want a bulky, old CRT.
Oh,
Shit, you're buffer than I would have expected. Sitting in front of the huge CRT is an equally huge man reading a sports newspaper. He's the workshop's manager, actually the owner of this whole building. Tenoju Yugo. I call him Mr. Braun. It's a fitting name for someone who loves brawn tubes. All the brawn tubes and not the fact that dude's fucking ripped.
どうしたもこうしたもないですよ。あなたからもらったテレビが壊れた。
おめえ、俺のブラウン管を乱暴に扱いやがったな。
Yeah, pretty much. I barely managed to set the heavy TV on the counter.
愛が足りねえんだよ、愛が。
A muscle-bound bald guy talking about love. It sends shivers down my spine.
修理をお願いしたい。最優先だ。
相変わらず変な話し方だな、おめえって。
Real. Mr. Braun begins investigating the cause of the problem. With nothing better to do, I look around the store. I don't know if it's just the dust hanging in the air, but something feels stagnant about this place. Definitely could be the fact that we're stuck like 20 years in the past. There are CRT screens everywhere. The haphazard layout makes them seem like junk, but they're all functional according to Mr. Braun. He's got a full range of both old and new. Some of them are probably older than me. There are even some flat screen and HD CRTs that came out just before LCDs took the market.
今日は遅くまでやっているんですね。普通だったら夜7時には店じまいでしょ。
The crowds in Akiba thin quickly at night. All the major electronics stores close around 8 or 9 o'clock. And then, as if the liveliness of the day was simply a lie, the town goes silent.
今日はこれから客が来るんでな。
客？例の小動物ですか？
Chipmunk of yours.
おめえな、俺の愛しい娘を小動物呼ばわりするんじゃねえ。
Okay, so a kid. I was picturing either like a girlfriend or like well, mostly a girlfriend, but a kid makes sense. The manager glares at me and takes a photo from his wallet. It's a picture of a young girl shyly making a peace sign at the camera. One might assume this muscle-bound man to be some kind of pervert, but the girl is actually his daughter. He's about 12 years old now, I think. His love for her is second only to his love for CRTs. Or was it the other way around? I see her in the store every now and again. What was her name again?
ないの手出したらぶっ殺すから。
Ah, it's Nay. That's it, Nay. A rare name that needs to braid. This is going to be about a bald joke. She pops up at the store now and again, so we've interacted with her before. And by we, I mean Mayuri, since she's the only one Nay gets along with. Nay always hides when she sees me or Daru. Yeah, that makes sense. The other guy's a perv, and he's just, like, insane. I must admit, I'm impressed she can sense my aura of madness at such an early age. Mr. Braun makes a grandiose kissing gesture at his daughter's photo. Once again, shivers down my spine.
しかし、娘以外でこの工房に客が来ることがあるんですか？
Hey, you bought this TV. I've been renting the second floor for about 6 months, but I don't recall ever seeing a customer. I would be surprised if this place were actually making any money.
客っつうかなんつうか。
It probably is money. He puts away the photo and goes back to checking the TV, leaving me with that vague answer.
ああ、これは多分基盤のハンダ浮きだな。直せろぜ。
そうですか。ではよろしく。
待ってろ。見積もり書作ってやる。
Oh, damn, we gotta pay.
金を取るのか？
当たり前だろ。払わねえつもりだったのか。
このテレビはあなたからもらったものだぞ。
だからなんだよ。アフターサービスまでタダでやってやるとは言ってねえぜ。
I get the feeling that we have pretty much no money to our name. I don't even know how we're affording to rent this place.
おのれ。中間間近のオンボロを押し付けておいて、そういう戦とは。
うるせえな。だったら人ってやってもいいんだぞ。家電リサイクル法で回収費ももらうけどな。
Of course.
横暴だぞ。人類史の未来を変えるやもしれぬ男からたかろうとは。
あ？それ誰のことだ？
俺のことに決まっているでしょ。
歯磨いて寝ろよガキ。そもそも2階をただ同然で貸してやってるこの俺にそういうこと言うとはいい度胸だな。
Yeah, next to nothing checks out.
修理代は弾む。ミスター・ブラウン。
In the end, I'm no match for him. Just then, I hear the door open. Oh, is it the kid? Oh, she's cute. I look up to see that a girl has entered the store. She's wearing a vintage jacket and tight shorts that highlight her long limbs and athletic figure. I find myself particularly interested by her well-defined thighs. Okay, let's hope this is not the kid. What the fuck just happened with the background? Suddenly, time stops. Okay, what is the world? The world. The power to stop time. One of the supernatural abilities called Steins that appears in the popular manga Juju's Bizarre Adventures. Not JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And include the Zoward. I have only seen a bit of the first episode, but I have friends who are very into it. So I kind of hear from them about JoJo. Which sounds very interesting, but also I'm like pretty bad with shows and movies, to be honest. I mostly play games. I don't watch too much media. It feels like someone activated the world. The girl is still standing there with her arm in the air. Her smile gradually fades into confusion. What kind of reaction was she hoping for? Seriously. Anyway, is she the person Mr. Braun was expecting? Maybe she's someone he knows personally. Another daughter? Or dare I say, his girlfriend? She finally drops her pose and clears her throat. Okay, she looks like high school or something. She better not be his girlfriend. And just like that, time starts moving again.
Ah, バイトの面接したいって子な。俺が店長の天王寺だ。
He's having a job interview? He has no customers. Why do you need another employee?
バイトの面接だと？こんな若い女性が？この新規臭くておしゃれ感ゼロで繁盛もしておらず無才おっさんが店長のブラウン管工房にバイト希望だというのか？
Damn. Really laying it on thick there.
おめえ、来月から2階の家賃1000円増しな。
If extra thousand is like a threat, that rent must be insanely cheap.
俺は事実を言ったまでですよ。もっとも部外者が口を出す問題ではないが。しかしブラウン管工房がバイトを募集していたともな。この暇さではその必要性を全く感じないのだが。
So many insults towards this guy.
それは私が電話で無理って頼んだんです。
She is CRT enthusiast as well. The girl looks a little embarrassed.
最初は断られたんだけどさ、店長さんにどうしてもお願いしますって。
That's honestly surprising.
今時珍しい若者がいたもんだよな。ま、そこの椅子に座んな、お嬢ちゃん。
失礼します。
Looks like they're going to have a formal interview. I was going to leave, but since Mr. Braun hasn't kicked me out, I'll stick around a bit longer. Of course, that sounds just like him. The girl's expression is stiff. I guess she's nervous. Just because of a part-time job interview. To be fair, I always got insanely nervous. The first job I worked was a tennis instructor at like my town's Parks and Rec when I was 16, and I was like shitting bricks when I had an interview. They pretty much denied no one, and like I had actual tennis experience, which some people didn't have, so of course I wasn't gonna get rejected, but believe me, I was freaking the hell out. In contrast to how she said she won't take no for an answer, she doesn't seem so enthusiastic.
で、名前は何だって？
天音鈴葉です。
年は？
18。
Yeah, okay, that age checks out. Same as me.
学生？
She shakes her head.
なんでうちで働きたいんだ？
ブラウン管が好きだから。
Of course, okay, so she's also a CRT lover.
採用。明日から来い。
What an interview. Like, I'm not surprised at all, but also, oh my god.
それでいいのか？というかこれはコントか？もしかして仕込みか？
ありがとう、店長さん。
Finally, Amane Suzuha seems to relax. Then she looks at me.
ところでさ、君は誰？
俺のな、聞きたいというのか。いや、やめとけ。それを知ることでお前にも最悪が降りかかるかもしれん。
I'm sure Mr. Braun will come and save the day.
これまでも多くの人が俺の名を知ったことで機関に狙われた。アメリカのサラ、イタリアのクラウディア、フランスのシモン。これ以上誰かを危険な目に遭わせるわけには。
This guy is just making up these names on the spot.
おい、アホな妄想してんじゃねえよ。
He just doesn't understand my pain.
このバカ男は2階に曲がりしてる岡部倫太郎ってんだ。
岡部ではない。俺は法院。
Nope. You're Okabe Rintaro.
うるせえ。家賃さらに1000円上乗せするぞ。
This man has so much control over him just by the rent threats.
岡部倫太郎だ。
The girl stands up, places her hand on my shoulder, and looks at me with a serious expression.
君を狙ってるその期間ってのが何なのかわかんないけど、もし困ってんなら私に相談して。岡部倫太郎、そういうの慣れてるからさ。
Maybe she's like a martial artist or something? Would be my guess.
は？
Stuff like what?
場合によっては手段を選ばず痛めつけてやることも可能だし。
Oh my god.
Mr. Brown、彼女は採用しない方がいいと思う。
No, it's okay. She loves CRTs. This is gonna go great.
ああ、物騒だな。騒ぎ起こしたらクビにするからな。そもそもその期間なんたらは岡部の創作だから本気にすんな。
創作？
せいぜいそう思ってるがいいさ。
But someday the world will kneel before me. Wahahaha. And then Amane Suzuha stares straight at me again. Maybe she has a habit of looking people in the eye.
そういうのが流行ってんだ。勉強になったよ。
Current trend. Interesting. Trend? I don't think so.
That's it.
Okay, let's take a look at our mail, and I think we're probably going to call that a day. A day for right now, as we're now at 7:29. We're finally past 7:28 after like 3 hours of gameplay. Let's take a look at this text. Okay, we got a message from Lukiko from the shrine. About yesterday. Are you really okay with yesterday's exorcism? I feel like a more traditional ceremony would have been better. I'm worried something might happen to you because my exorcism wasn't strong enough. It bothers me so much, I can't sleep at night. P.S. Because of that, I couldn't do more than 3 practice swings with the summer deer. Oh, we can reply? Can we reply the other ones? Shit. So, I didn't see that, depending on the replies you send, that changes like the ending you can get and everything. But we're going at this blind, so I'm just going to go with what I feel like. I feel like maybe we should reply about the something. I think it will be okay. Don't worry. Thanks to your exorcism, my right arm has been quiet for a while. Still, there's no telling what could set it off. If I'm forced to do battle again, let's just pray that the organization's assassins don't find me. I was hoping it would be a little more reassuring than that, but oh well. Did we? Okay, so we can actually preview what we sent. Let's take a look at the other ones. What would a traditional ceremony entail? I need details. Don't tell me it's an ancient forbidden secret. See what exorcism? It wasn't bad, just a little clumsy. You're a servant of the gods. You need to project dignity and confidence. Work. Okay, these are all assholes. We're definitely doing the last one. Okay, we have sent Lukiko a response back. I really like Lukiko. Might be my favorite character so far, I think. He seems nice. Although, he really shouldn't put up with all this bullshit. Like, Rentaro's a lot. Like, he can calm down a bit. But yeah, checking on these. Okay. Yeah, nothing to respond to. Okay. So yeah, looks like I think that's where we'll stop for the day. Yeah, it's interesting. It's still quite slow. I get the feeling that right now we're kind of being introduced to all of the main characters, or at least I'm assuming. But I assume the plot will pick up again pretty soon with the whole time travel bullshit and all of that. Yeah, on that note, I'll see you all next time. Hope you're having a good day, night, whatever it is when you're watching this. See you with part 5.